A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Today I'm here to share my views on the rising tide of edupreneurs changing the future of education business. In a world of multiple intelligences and internet penetration, there is an increasing demand for quality education, leading to a rapid change in the landscape of the education sector. The education market is flooded with ideas that leverage pedagogical expertise with technology, providing a fresh, new approach to studying and knowledge gaining. Today, the potential for edupreneurs is limitless. They are the change agents who have the vision to make education more meaningful for the students. Edupreneurs are redefining the learning experience. Education is being freed from its ivory towers and publishing hierarchies and is gravitating towards the likes of webinars, audiovisual classrooms, etc. With the advent of 3G and 4G internet connectivity and internet-enabled TV and Wi-Fi consoles, video-based learning in schools is witnessing an unparalleled growth. Video-based learning constitutes to transform the primary and secondary education. Often, students who have met all the requirements for graduation from high school find themselves unprepared for even basic level college classes. Many are forced to enroll in remedial classes, while others simply perform poorly, limiting their opportunities for getting graduation appointments. So, the education system needs to improve the quality and scope of education. The competition for well-educated graduates is increasing every day. With the education standards being faltering in the West, students in India and China were increasingly sought after to fill positions that required the best educated candidates. The United States, along with the other developed countries, has found itself increasingly committed to finding new ways, both administrative and technological, to improve the quality of its education system. Over the course of time, the platforms on which our children develop have changed dramatically. They have grown accustomed to getting their information and stimulation from tech-based sources. Thus, it is arguably more realistic to provide literature in a format which readily appeals to the children. The format for the future is electronic. A lightweight e-reader capable of storing hundreds of books is much easier for a student to manage. Parents of school-age children are facing more stringent budget constraints due to global economic difficulties. One of the areas which is ripe for cost-cutting is among the textbooks. By purchasing license, a single download can serve an entire student body, with the only cost being that of the license itself, and prices for the technology continue to decline. Schools are faced with the need to replace outdated textbooks on a yearly basis, with some editions becoming obsolete even before they reach the students' hands. And with each revision, there is the cost of producing, shipping, storing, and issuing the full revised version. With digitized study materials and revisions that are required can be implemented at little cost and the revised version downloaded to each reader almost instantaneously. The cost saving are astronomical and students always have available the most current information possible. Today's generation is tech-savvy and is well-versed with the use of internet. There was a time when digitization or introduction of technology in Indian education system seemed a long-distant dream, and investors were reluctant to invest in India for a long time. In the present times, the scenario has finally changed due to various digital educational tools, their awareness, and new middle class that is ready to spend for better quality of education. Digitization has made the environment of the class more interactive and participative. Now, teachers are able to teach students by showing 3D model and its functioning and in an effective manner. Teachers ought to continuously learn and improve through focused data collection and analysis. New teaching practices should focus on creating global students with 21st century skills. School leaders should create institutions of excellence which are leading again, laid on the foundations of research and data. For new entrants in the field, this challenge could be more like a cakewalk through association with the brand name MVN, who is a pioneer in quality education in NCR. MVN has a proven track record of one of the highest number of admissions in eminent institutes for more than 2.5 decades. The name MVN already boasts of excellent results and can provide a head start to any establishment. The franchisees would benefit not only with the brand name, but also by acquiring expertise from the parent institution in organizational operations, management, curriculum formulation, planning, and implementation. At MVN, digitization has made the process of education more simplified and attention-grabbing. It has helped promoting higher education like never before. It has lessened the distance between students and its educational needs, making learning an enriching and enjoyable experience. Education is no longer just a chalk and a board affair or restricted within the four walls of a classroom. The onset of online education has shown that it cannot be a one-size-fits-all model because everyone learns differently, regardless of age, occupation, and location. These trends in education are providing for everyone associated with it new opportunities. It is entirely left up to us how best we can harness these changes for individual good and societal benefit. Willingness to adopt digitization in education for schools is a good news for the companies that are looking forward for investing technologies related to education. The cost of technology installation is as low as ₹1 per student, and such low charges have motivated schools for adopting the technology aspect. There is a huge market potential for investors willing to invest in education technology. There is also a rise in the income and spending power of middle-class people who are now more enthusiastic to spend liberally on education of their children. Schools have started considering digitization as a means of enhancing exposure of students to new learning and ideas. The education sector is complex. The choices, influences, and decisions interplay in various combinations. In the K-12 learning space in which we operate, the consumer is the student, while the consumer in lower classes is the parent, and that in the higher grades could be either the parent or the student or the both. So taking along and working together with all the stakeholders, that is parents, students, teachers, creating a value for all is the ultimate target. Thank you.